And welcome back to a sunny but very windy Mantorp Park Raceway. Now let's get an update on the championship from FIA drag racing promoter Keith Bartlett.
Scandinavia over the last 30 years has had a huge involvement in European drag racing.
So you feel quite at home here?
I feel as home here as I do at Santa Pod, to be honest. I know everybody involved in the working of the facility, the drivers, the teams, the organisation. Yeah, it's a second home.
The first of our semi-finals, this man, Michael Malmgren, things finally going right for him, and Lena Nystrom. And we saw Lena had a close escape in the first round.
True, but I'm impressed with Lena. Her reaction times off the lights have been excellent, and I have to say that she's going to be a very good contestant for Michael here, who last year was really very quick, but this year has been struggling somewhat.
How right you are, Russ. Well, Lena, a new talent on the scene of Pro Stock, particularly in the FIA Championship, and she has proven to be very quick away from the lights indeed.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she beat Michael on the lights here today, but at the end of the day, Michael may have the experience that may count.
Well, it's going to be horsepower that wins this race, I'm sure of it. Keep your eyes on the black car, though. It is going to be a real challenge. Here we go, Malmgren goes in, Nystrom follows, and into full stage. Well, a little bit of hesitation, Malmgren in first, Nystrom, it looks to be Nystrom away first, but on the tree, there looks to be a red light. Indeed, she would have taken the win. Malmgren, you can see a 0.5 reaction time. He's through to the next round.
Lena obviously trying just too hard there, just trying to cut a good light to make sure that she wins, but she goes out.
The man who's currently the Pro Stock champion must be the battle of the old heads, I think, in this round. Jari Connolly, Tommy Liner.
Again, Tommy Liner is the man. I think he's the man with the iron will, but Jari Connolly has always proved to be a strong contestant, and of course he's lying second in the championship at the moment.
Well, you can't take anything away from Tommy Liner. That's after one superb performance in Finland. And as Russ has said, lying second in the championship. But this is a hard one. Jari Connolly goes into free stage, followed by Tommy Liner. And it is Liner first in stage and first away from the tree. Look at this, nothing to choose at half track on the finish line. It looks to be Connolly, but look at that, slightly quicker Tommy Liner away from the start line. And you can see in slow motion, nothing to choose between the cars.
What a race, incredibly close. This is Pro Stock racing at its best, and it's Liner who takes it at the line there, Graham. Incredible.
Well, impossible to judge that one by eye. Let's take a look, the final. Michael Malmgren, his first final of 98, and Tommy Liner. With 6 cars qualifying for Top Fuel, Monica Oberg went through on a bye run. This is our semi-final that is a race. Great Britain's Barry Sheevels, and of course Finland's Anita Michaela.
Well, again, talking to Barry and Peter in the pits, I think that everyone's having the same problem this weekend, which is they're lighting their tyres up on this track.
Well, I think the battle of the crew chiefs is who dare make the most power. Obviously, the cars have got to get down there quickly, but you've seen everybody lighting the tyres. So Runefjeld and Peter Lance will have backed away from the power on these cars.
Which is, of course, very unusual to have to tweak a car down to make sure that it sticks to the track.
Well, that's the way it's got to be. Got to get down the racetrack to win the race. Barry Sheevels first into stage, followed by Anita. Barry's in stage on the green. Well, it looked to be Barry away first. Lights the tyres up, carries on through, takes the win. Anita Michaela smoked the tyres too. Look at this in slow motion. Anita away first.
But look at the way the tyre shaker's throwing the bodywork away of Barry Sheevels' car, but he takes the win.
Left good. Smoked the tyres again. We have too small a wing, that's our problem. We need a bigger wing. Smoke the tyres all the time on the top one.
Well, what a struggle it's been all weekend for Britain's Barry Sheevels, but now he finds himself in the final to race Sweden's Monica Oberg.
Well, I'm down in Barry Sheevels' pits, and I'll never say there's panic here, but just look at this.
In the semi-finals, the car literally shook itself to bits. There's massive tyre shake, and there's a big problem here because the bodywork is broken, there's no spares, and Barry is off right now trying to repair this stuff. Back here you can see Runa working on the car. There are big problems with the machine at the moment because the setup hasn't been perfect this weekend at all. The engine is completely apart. This is normal practice, but boy, this is busy. Mark, you got time to talk? We'll have to come back to them later and see if they get into the final.
Here we go, Russ. This is the final of Pro Stock. Michael Malmgren, his first final of 98.
We found some speed. I mean, we picked up everything on the last round. We were counted out, I mean, I tell you, but the last round when Christoph found the problem, the car was flying, and we would go faster. I think in the final, the car will probably go 12 or 13 if the track can hold it.
Let's have a quick word with his opponent, Tommy Liner.
Well, it's going to be tough. We both have around 7:12 this meet, and it's going to be in the reaction time, I think. And I got a very good reaction time last round, so I'm believing myself. I will kick his ass at the starting line, so we're going to win it.
Well, obviously a very confident young man. Michael Malmgren, he's really in the groove though this weekend.
Well, I was going to say, it's a toss-up here. Great final in prospect. Tommy Liner, I would say on paper again, is going to be the man to win this race. But Michael Malmgren, as you say, seems to have put in some really good times this weekend.
Well, indeed. Here we go. Who's going to be the man with most nerve? Are there going to be fun and games on the start line? Both cars in pre-stage. Michael Malmgren it is. Moves deeply into stage. Tommy Liner follows him. At the grid, it looks to be Malmgren away first. He's holding that lead at half-track. And look on the finish line. Whoa, Michael Malmgren takes the win.
Well, that is a storming race, Graham. Totally upsetting everybody's predictions here. Michael taking it through there on a .469 on the line. Absolutely fantastic.
Well, I was waiting for the power of the Firebird to come past Malmgren at half-track, and he managed to hold him off. Look at that. Half a car in it at the finish line.
First time in 2 years. This is really working for and trying to regard it.
Well, after that final, let's look at the leaderboard, and the Wolves are closing in on Nicholas Anderson. Look at that, Mike Malmgren now elevated second place, Jari Canola in 3, Tommy Liner in at 4. This is it, Russ, the big one, the final of Top Fuel here at Mantorp. Have the crew chiefs got the combination together? And can this lady cause a major upset? Sweden's Monica Öberg.
It's going to be a pleasure, but I think I can't be certain of even though I have run better than him this weekend, I can't be sure to win because he's a good competitor.
Let's have a word with our other finalist, Britain's Barry Sheevels, the car looking battle-scarred from the previous round's tyre shake.
Now you're into the final.
Yeah.
And you're up against Monica Öberg, who's been quick.
Yes, she is.
How do you feel about that?
Well, this car will be quick. Yeah, I mean, we're almost there. It's just a matter of we've got too much power for this track at the moment, and this is what's causing the tyre shake. The actual car is overpowering the track, and the slicks can't keep up with the track condition, and what it tries to do is hunting for grip, and it shakes. It's like driving down a motorway at 150 miles an hour with all four wheels totally out of balance, and it really does shake you around.
Well, we're looking forward to this one, Russ. This is going to be no holds barred.
Well, absolutely, and Barry there is slightly, I would say, feeling less than his normal confident self. Maybe he's got some doubts about whether this car's going to stick to the track.
Well, must have felt for him a little bit like having your head in a food mixer on that last run. Really does shake the head about in a tyre shake situation. Whatever, here we go. Shaken but not stirred. Barry Sheevels rolls forward towards the start line. Monica Öberg first into pre-stage, followed by Barry. The tension mounts. Who's going to be the first one in stage? It is Barry Sheevels. Monica makes him wait on the green. Monica Öberg looks to be away. Look at this. Barry pulled up. Monica takes the win. 5.13.
A great start from Monica there with a .492.
Well, you can see the cylinders going away for Barry. Monica takes the win.
First time out this year and you've won it.
Yeah, it feels good.
Very good driving.
Yeah, Monica is on the hook now.
Well, let's take a look how the weekend's action has affected the leaderboard. Barry Sheevels now out ahead in number 1 spot. Jens Nebo at 2, Anita Michaela 3, Tommy Happenen in at 4. Let's join the celebrations in Top Fuel for Monica Oberg and in Pro Stock, Mike Malmgren.
Well, the final run was not a good run. I had, of course, a very good reaction time. That's why I won the race. So that makes me feel really good as a driver. Obviously, something happened with the track, which picked up quite a bit, and both cars, me and Tommy Lane, really drove through the clutch. But I had a good power there, and I could hold him all the way down. And it feels really good for me and Panasonic Racing to pick up this win. It's very important for us.
Well, it felt like I didn't see him all the way, so I thought I was going to win at the early start, because when I started the car, I didn't see the green light. I just went there and it felt good.
Now make sure you join us for the 4th round of the championship from Hockenheim in Germany.
Motorjournalen i samarbete med Michelin Vinterdäck, Maxi Ice och Ivalo.